What's going on, guys? This is your channel, TFD, coming at you with another banger. So it looks like the highly anticipated Caitlin Clark interview has finally dropped, brought to us by 24/7 Sports Iowa Hawkeye Insider. Guys, this one right here is big, so we're heading all the way up to Iowa. Let's get it. Let's go. Caitlin Clark's jersey is set to be retired on February 2nd at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa. And let me tell you, this is shaping up to be one of the most legendary nights in sports history. The impact she left on her home state is undeniable, and this ceremony is already turning into a can't-miss event. Tickets for the event? Completely sold out. Fans are scrambling to just be near the arena for this monumental night. Honestly, I'm even thinking about heading up there myself. I can't even get a ticket at this point, but just being in the atmosphere, feeling the energy and witnessing the fans' reactions, that's history in the making, and I want to soak it all in. I'll keep you guys posted on whether I make the trip or not. But here's the kicker. Our Hawkeye Insider, 7 Sports, just dropped an exclusive Caitlin Clark interview, and it's full of insights that'll blow your mind. Caitlin opened up about so much, including her thoughts on her new head coach, Stephanie White, and player development coach Keith Porter, both of whom are now part of the Indiana Fever staff. What's really making waves, though, is her heartfelt reflection on her former teammate Kate Martin. Caitlin is beyond proud of Kate's success and took time to highlight just how much she admires what Kate has been achieving so far. It's moments like these that remind us why Caitlin Clark is so special, not just as a player, but as a person. And here's another twist. Caitlin even spoke about Unrivaled basketball. If you remember, Unrivaled offered her a massive, super mega deal to join their league. But guess what? Caitlin Clark turned it down. And honestly, I can't blame her. Unrivaled doesn't seem like her style of play. And let's be real, she doesn't need it. Caitlin has carved out her legacy in her own way. And it feels like she's just focused on enjoying her offseason and living her best life. This exclusive interview really shows us a different side of Caitlin. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. There's some raw, unfiltered footage in there that'll give you a whole new appreciation for her journey and mindset. So, mark your calendars for February 2nd, because this jersey retirement is about to go down in the books. Whether you're in the arena or watching from afar, this will be a night we'll be talking about for years. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you as hyped for this as I am?
It'll be really special.
You've been a little bit busy though too.
I mean,
obviously. Well, I was going to say with Connor being the assistant coach of Butler, Patrick playing there too with the Fever.
Yeah.
You have a new strength coach or player development coach at the Fever now too.
Yeah,
right?
new player development coach. Came over with Steph White from Connecticut, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been fun to be in Indianapolis and working out with him. And Keith just loves the game of basketball. You can tell, and he puts a lot of time into it. It puts a lot of time into, what we're going to work on every single day, but how does that look in like a long-term plan of my development, and how does that all work together, and not overwhelming me with new things that we can work on, but just adding little things and refining certain things that can help me be much more successful in year 2, and then also just trying to get stronger and be in the weight room a lot. So it's been fun. I feel like this is the first time I've really had a chance to really work on my game and work on my craft and be really focused on it. And obviously that was hard in college. Even going into my senior year was really the last time I could work on things and add things. But at the same time, we had our foreign trip, so we were practicing, and it was almost felt like the regular season at some points with how many practices we were allowed. And then we're gone in all of August too, traveling overseas. So I feel like this is really my first time in quite some time where I can really focus and be in the gym by myself and with trainers and rebounders or whatever, and really work on things that I need to get better at.
So you talked about how you're not a very emotional person.
Now that is something I didn't know. Looking back at Caitlin Clark's senior year and her time at Iowa, it turns out she really hasn't had much time to focus on refining her game. We're talking about one of the best players on the planet, and she hasn't had the chance to sit back, break down her play, and perfect certain skills. Based on what she shared, This is probably the first time in 2 years that she's been able to truly analyze her game and work on those fine details. And let me tell you, that's big time. Could you even imagine the Caitlin Clark we're going to see this season? She's already a beast, but now she's had the time to sharpen her shot, fine-tune her vision, and elevate her overall game. I'm telling you right now, MVP is loading. Get ready, because this version of Caitlin is about to be ruthless on a whole other level. Now, the next part of this saga is just as exciting. Caitlin recently spoke about none other than her former teammate Kate Martin, who has officially joined Unrivaled Basketball. The way Caitlin talks about Kate's journey and success is absolutely incredible. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this. So without further ado, let's roll the footage of Caitlin Clark herself breaking it all down.
The Valkyries are very, very lucky with her, and obviously I know she has a great relationship with the head coach, obviously coming over from the Aces, and I think she's really excited and just happy for her to have that opportunity. You know, it's cool, and she gets to start a new chapter, but it's been fun to see her in Unrivaled. Like, I think it's a 3-on-3 is a good style for her. She shoots the ball really well. You know, she's physical. She's a high IQ player. She understands the game really well. So I'm just happy for her. And I talked to her quite a bit, and I know she's worked really hard this little off season she had before going down to Miami of like trying to get better. And she really has. So just happy for her. And, I'll always be one of her biggest fans. So hopefully I can actually beat her this year in the W, because we didn't beat the Aces once. So this is our chance, and I can finally talk a little crap, because she's got a little one up on me right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was quite a team they had too. Obviously, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum. Yeah. I mean, they're just Chelsea.
Really talented.
Right.
Yeah.
Really, really talented. And they're going to be, I'm really excited to watch you guys play against them this year too. I mean, I'm looking for the WNBA already. And, speaking of Unrivaled too, like, I don't think people realize how, like, unless you're really entrenched into basketball and you understand it, how different the 5-on-5 versus 3-on-3 games is. Because I've seen so many hot takes about people being like, oh, there's certain players being exposed. Like, some people aren't as good as they think they are. I'm like, guys, it is so different. But the 100%. One thing for Kate I'll say is I think people finally are seeing the toughness that she showed at Iowa, just because she's in a position, in a role now where she can kind of be more herself. And that's not a slight against the Aces. She filled what the Aces needed, because the Aces have all the talent and stuff. But people are really kind of seeing the basketball player Kate Martin is now in 3-on-3, I think. Yeah,
100%. And it's obviously the 3-on-3 game is a lot different than the 5-on-5 game, and the style that they're playing on a full court. Usually 3-on-3 is played on a half court. And with the fast-paced shot clock, I think it reminds me of how Kate got to play at Iowa. Like, we played fast, we played up-tempo, you made decisions quickly.
Sure.
That type of thing. So I think having that experience is really helping her in the 3-on-3 game, and obviously the Aces did that too. But now she's getting a little more run and getting to play and playing free. And I think people are just seeing her confidence grow and grow. So just like I said, I'm really happy for her, and hopefully I can recruit her to Fever somehow, some way, one day. Who knows? I'm gonna try to figure that out. I don't know, but it's my goal at some point in my career to team up with Kate again.
Yeah,
we'll see if that happens. People don't get too excited.
We got a few years on that too, and she'll be making her mark too. Plus, who knows? You might like playing against her just as much as
that's true.
Being her teammate.
We need to have that little beef and that little battle. So we might have to keep her away from us just so we can keep going at her.
That was just a glimpse of the interview with Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Insider. If you guys want to check out the full interview, I'll have it pinned in the description below. Head on over there and show their channel some love. They earned it with this one. They had the privilege of sitting down with Caitlin Clark, and let me tell you, she did not hold back when talking about her legendary career at Iowa. Keep those notifications on, because you already know I'm bringing you all the latest news, updates, and everything Caitlin Clark. Until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out. Peace.